Good evening and welcome from St. Louis Park High School. I'm Bruce Holman along with Paul Bodwin, and tonight we have the St. Louis Park Orioles against the Waconia Wildcats. And for the St. Louis Park Orioles, they're looking to get back on the win track. It's been a tough haul for them lately. They've won one of their last 15 games, and Waconia is sort of heading in the opposite direction. They've won 5 of their last 7 after only winning one of their first 10 games. So for Waconia, they are on a roll, and for the St. Louis Park Orioles, they're looking to get on a roll.
That's right, Bruce. Waconia is definitely playing the right kind of ball at the right time of the year, and St. Louis Park has just really had a rough year. You know, they've got the loss to Stefano Giovanelli, which hurts. There's some real senior leadership on the team, but they're scrappy, they're young, and as I think you said, Coach said, you know, they might get. They might get into running time today, and they just might also win. So who knows what we're going to get out of this Park team. Hopefully they'll put up a good fight after a really, really tough match in their last game.
Yeah, they've been struggling to score points. The first 6 games, they've averaged 64 points or 68 points a game. The last 6 games, they've averaged 44 points a game. So they've got to get back into being able to put that ball in the hoop, and we'll see what happens. So starting lineups for the St. Louis Park Orioles, they'll be number 0, Marley Curtis. Number 2, Keegan Hartford. Number 10, Micah Curtis. Number 32, Tenzin Lungthok getting the start today. And number 33, Anthony Speed. Micah Curtis leads the Orioles in scoring with a 14-point per game average. For Waconia, it'll be number 11, Gavin Olson. Number 13, William Kirsch. Number 24, Tate McDonald. Number 33, Jackson Hayes. And 34, Christopher Fulford. Waconia in the white uniform, St. Louis Park in the black with the orange.
And here we go, just about at tip-off. Let's see what happens.
Curtis will jump it up against Fulford. St. Louis Park coming off a loss against the number 1 team in the state, Park Center, 92-44. And this game will feel a little bit easier than playing against a Park Center team that's number 1.
One would hope.
Well, Lungthok put up the shot, was too strong, but Curtis with the rebound. Speed, he'll take the shot. That doesn't go. Rebound taken down by the Wildcats.
Yeah, Speed just didn't quite get the finesse on that you want. And look at that.
Yeah, too easy of a drive that time. Tate McDonald takes it to the hoop. And Waconia quickly on board. St. Louis Park had a couple shots there, but they got to get a little bit better percentage shots. Here's Hartford from outside. That rolls off. Good job by Speed. Gives it to Curtis. No go. Speed trying to get the rebound. It's at his feet. No one picking it up. And now we get a scramble and picked up by the Wildcats.
Yeah, Hartford taking an early 3 again. He likes to put those up. They do sometimes start falling, so he's got to keep at it maybe, but maybe not the most advisable 3, and then there's just another easy 2 for Waconia.
Yeah, defensively, the Orioles have looked a lot better. That was almost a carry that time by Speed. Gets it back out to Hartford.
I'd like to see the Orioles just getting some good ball movement here. You don't have a shot clock. Let's work around, find a good shot. No rush.
Not only that, they've got to make Waconia work harder on the other side of the ball, too. They're going to call a charge.
Push. Yeah, well, he kind of gave him the elbow there. I don't necessarily fault the ref for that one.
Yeah, referee was in a really good position. You can see he's right there.
Right there. He just elbows him right into the chest. He's got solid feet. I don't know. You're either no calling or you're calling an offensive foul on that one.
4-0, early lead for the Wildcats. And the 3 put up off the mark. That was Kirsch. Another opportunity, second chance. And this is good by William Kirsch. He's got 5 in the game. He averages 13.
Orioles in an early hole here. They really want to get a good shot and get some points on the board on this one.
Hartford, good pass. Oh, and Marley Curtis had it blocked.
Yeah, that was Hayes on the block. He's got some height.
And Kirsch is feeling it. That's a 2. Well, Coach Breitenbucher probably didn't want to use a timeout this early, but another basket, and he's going to probably have to do it.
Yep, unless we can get one to fall here, I think. But no. Now they got to hustle back on defense. They're just, one of the things Waconia is doing here is they're really pushing the ball up in transition, and the Orioles just not getting back, and they're getting some easy shots.
Yeah, not the start Coach Breitenbucher wanted for his Orioles team, trailing 9-0 early.
Absolutely not. Some incidental contact there away from the ball.
So now Hartford will come up for the Orioles.
He's got to take command here and slow this offense down, or do that.
Right. Well, it was tipped out of bounds, so yeah.
Yeah, we'll take it. Orioles can't get too frustrated here. I mean, it's a bad start, but you're only down 9-0. Work the ball around, get a good shot, get some points on the board. What was the call there?
Foul against the Orioles.
Oof.
Oh, and that's going to be on Micah picking up his second foul. So the Orioles' leading scorer on the bench with 2 fouls just a few minutes into the game. Rebound. Stripped away by the Orioles. And this one goes out of bounds.
All right, so the Orioles have now stopped the Wildcats in their last 2 offensive possessions. They've really got to take advantage here, Bruce.
Orioles set up in motion. Speed. Tried to dish it off, and it was deflected out of bounds. So it's Salah Muhammad is in the game now for the Orioles.
I'm not sure what Speed was looking for there. There was really no pass to give. He should have just gone up straight to the hoop, see if you could draw some contact.
I agree with that one. Totally, Paul. So again, making the right decisions, and that's what the Orioles have struggled a little bit with, making some of the wrong decisions so far.
Is that foul on Fulford?
I think it was on Jackson Hayes. Oh, nice rebound by Muhammad. You like to see the hustle. Muhammad did a great job getting in there, getting the rebound. That one will be on Fulford. That's his first.
Yeah, that was a clear foul with a big arm right into the face.
Ty Miller checks into the game now for the Wildcats. Orioles got to get it in. They do. Lungsock. Work it around, and it's a little flat on that shot by Marley Curtis.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad shot to take. He just didn't quite get the right form, and yeah, he just kind of threw a line drive in there, and that's not going to fall. But not a bad shot to take. It was wide open. He had a good look.
Yeah, the Orioles have had a couple looks. They're just not getting that shot to go. I think they just need that first one to calm them down a little bit. Hartford almost carries it. He puts one up.
There's a nice shot. There's a nice high arc there by Hartford, who's doesn't have all the height, but he gets over it, gets him their first bucket.
7-point game. And the shot did not go that time. That was Ty Miller who came into the game.
There we go.
With a break. Curtis. Oh. Too strong on that one.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he wanted to dunk and changed his mind, and you just lay the ball in, boys. Lay the ball in. That was a real missed opportunity.
Right, and I think that's exactly what Coach Breitenbucher is saying is we were getting the chances, but we're not just finishing.
Oh,
there's another miss.
Oh,
another follow-up that won't go.
It's a great follow, but just didn't fall.
Marley may have got hit in the face that time when he on the follow-up, so no call. He's still.
Yep.
Looks like he got stung a little bit. And the basket on the other end by Ty Miller. Orioles seem like they're working hard and they're putting up shots. They're just not getting them to go. And they easily could have 4 or 6 more points.
That was a nice little stop pull-up jumper by by Miller as well. Just kind of getting in there, getting a nice high percentage shot, pulls up, boom.
Royals going to bring in Kimani Green. Marley Curtis is out now.
Nice.
Good job by Lungcock as he got his hands in the lane, and now we get a foul going to be called against the Wildcats.
They have good hands, but he kind of gave up on it a little bit. If you look here, he should have been able to rally that one in, but he just sort of slapped it. And Waconia almost got it back, but Speed came in and snagged it, and then we get a foul. So let's see what the Orioles can do.
Like to see Speed take it to the hoop.
Yep.
He's got the size, he's got the strength. Just try and work a play to get him the ball. And Lungcock, it's a three.
Yeah, that's a nice three. That helps a lot. Now you're only down 6. Orioles have tightened up here a little bit after a slow start.
Ball tipped out of bounds, last touch by the Orioles. And now Marley Curtis will come back into the game. He'll replace Speed. Also into the game will be number 32. And that is Soren Marker for Waconia.
Oh, wide open underneath, and he missed it.
And here's Orioles just need to get down there for the ball, and I think we're going to get a foul.
Yep, and I like that hustle on the part of Mohammed there to just go in and get that loose ball. That's something that we kind of haven't seen the last few weeks, with just a little bit of a lack of hustle to the ball, and he just laid down his body and went and got it in a very important spot. Orioles have a chance to cut this lead to 4.
Maybe even 3. Let's get a 3. Again, Micah Curtis on the bench with 2 fouls.
People got to move.
Oh, almost an over and back. Now they got to get back and missed shot. Follow-up block and a foul called on the Orioles.
I'd like to see that again. That looked like all ball to me. Let's see. He comes up, misses a shot. Ooh, that's a tough call.
Yeah.
It's close, but that's a tough call. And it's unfortunate on the other end there. The Orioles, they just didn't move, and Mohammed was in a tough spot, had to get rid of the ball, and they gave it up, but nobody was rotating out into the open spot.
Eight points in the game for William Kirsch. William Kirsch, so far the leading scorer in this game, and he's a freshman. Good.
Oh, my. Well, he is averaging 13 a game.
It's a good sign for the Waconia program.
Not sure what the problem is here.
I think we had a little blood on the elbow.
Got to take care of that.
Orioles now trail by 8. Curtis, Hartford. Did he dribble the ball?
I'm afraid. I guess not.
May have been touched.
I was going to say, he needs some help, boys.
Yeah, it's going to be Waconia ball. Hartford a little wild coming in on that shot. Too much on it. And had a couple players underneath the basket, but Orioles unable to get the rebound. So here's Waconia with an 8-point lead. The biggest lead so far has been 9 points. If they get a basket here, they can have their biggest lead, drive to the basket, and we're going to have a charge.
I thought, yeah, he was in position. A little bit of a late whistle, but he got there, and that's definitely a charge. That's well done by Mohammed.
Well, already 5 fouls for the Wildcats. Ryan Oleski, the freshman for the Orioles, checks in. Oh, nice spin move.
Really nice. Marley Curtis and just a nice move down low. And again, that just gets right back to you, Bruce, that notion of when you're there, you've got good shooters in the paint with good finesse, good hands. They know how to use the glass. Go up strong toward the hoop in those situations, and you're likely to either draw a foul or get a nice shot.
Coach Trubisco calling a timeout there, and didn't like the defense his team played on that last possession. So we mentioned Waconia. They have won 6 out of their last 8. And those wins being against New Prague, Jefferson, Benilde St. Margaret's, Chaska, and they just came off an 88-53 win against Becker. But they beat a couple tough teams in there with Benilde St. Margaret's. It's a really good team this year, only 3 losses. They beat them 75-72, and Chaska, beating them 86-83. So some good wins. Waconia seems to be playing really well right now. And the Orioles have their work cut out for them.
They do, and despite going, starting out down 9-0, the Orioles have kind of tightened up here, especially on defense.
Yeah, we saw 2 easy baskets at the start of the game, layups, and the Orioles are making him shoot from outside. And this is a guy that has been able to hit all game. William Kirsch.
How many is that for him?
12 points.
Whew.
Nice pass inside Muhammad, and he gets called for traveling.
Oh, no. Traveling's been an issue with this team this year. I feel like we've had a lot of traveling calls. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. He picked up the ball and then did the sort of shuffle your feet kind of a move, which they allow in the NBA, but it is travel.
Yeah, it was the right play, too. They got him the ball in the right spot, just as you mentioned, shuffled his feet. And here's another 3, and it looked like it was heading right there.
It did, but it also looked like he just didn't get enough arm in it or leg into it. I'm not sure. It just kind of came off his arm weird. Nice pick.
Hartford. Last touch by the Wildcats, and now they're going to bring Micah Curtis into the game with 2 fouls. And Lungthok will come back into the game. Really like to see Micah get the offensive game going here for the Orioles. Micah gives the Orioles some height. Oh, nice move by Marley. Just couldn't get the shot to go.
Couldn't quite finish.
2-on-1 break. And a fairly easy basket that time.
That's too easy, Bruce. They got to get back on defense on plays like that.
Micah calling for the ball. Speed off the front iron.
Looks like he threw his wrist out a little bit.
See Waconia breaks down quickly. Jackson Hayes had wanted the ball inside, and this goes off of Hayes, out of bounds. Hartford got a little bit of a rest, and now he'll come back in replacing Oleski.
I like the Orioles getting Oleski some minutes here. You got the young freshman, you're getting toward the end of the season. Let's get him some minutes.
Speed, spin move.
Oh.
Again, a nice move to the basket, but just unable to probably square a little bit more before he put
exactly it, Bruce. He just wasn't quite square. He didn't quite know where he was, where the hoop was, and it was just off the mark because of it. But it was still a very nice move. He wants another shot.
And he'll take it and hit it.
It's a good shot for Speed to take.
First 2 points of the game for Antonio. 9-point lead. 8:22 to go here in the first half. Spin move to the inside. And a good follow-up of a shot was Olsen. Olsen passed in the corner, and a three.
It was a three. I thought maybe his foot was on the line, but they counted three.
Yeah, Marker's come in the game, scored 5 points so far for the Wildcats. Done a great job. Here's Speed, and that could have been a foul on Waconia, no call. And Speed is like asking the referee what is going on.
Yeah, he was looking for something on the last one too. The one that he missed, but I think that was just about not being squared up.
Speed may have also been talking to the player who
Now
maybe
like
thought there should have been a charge call, but Speed's like, no way. Here's a foul underneath on the Orioles.
I think that's on Speed.
So Speed will come out and Curtis in. Almost stolen by Marley. Back out to Olsen. Takes the shot.
Nice pass.
Good
Nice
block.
block.
Here comes Micah. And they're going to get a block.
Yep.
On Waconia.
And that's a close one. Let's take a look here. And oh yeah, he's definitely not set. He's moving. That's a foul. That's good. Was that Green? No.
Hayes, maybe? Was that?
I missed who took the shot, but it was good for him to just go up and take the shot.
That was Marley.
That was
first.
Marley, yeah.
Yeah. I was giving you the foul.
Or no, it was Micah.
Oh, Micah, you're right. It's Curtis. If I say Curtis, I can't get it wrong.
That's right. Maybe this will get Micah going.
Looks like Micah's going to come out and Speed is going to replace him. Again, Coach Breitenbucher knows that Micah has a couple fouls and just give him a little bit of a breather, get him in for a little bit and out.
Oh, that's good defense. I mean, they're going to get the ball right back, but I like that defense.
Yeah, Kimani Green doing a good job trying to get in the passing lane that time.
And I like this kind of attacking right at the half-court line. Make them uncomfortable.
They're making him shoot from
That's
outside.
travel.
Yep.
He was trying to get his feet set. He did the same kind of shuffle move that we saw on the other end.
And he hit the shot too, so it's
Yeah, look at this. You can see it right here. Whoop, whoop. Can't do that.
Good call by the referees. Orioles trailing by 8. Hartford.
I don't like that shot selection, Bruce. Coming off of just bobbling the ball a little bit, picks it up and just sort of threw it up. But they get the ball back. Let's see if they can work it around and get a good shot. Down 8.
Hartford likes to drive it. Had it deflected, got it back. Lungstock looks in and out. And we get a foul called against Waconia. Orioles are in the bonus. See if they can make their free throws. It's going to be Speed at the free throw line. The last foul was called on Kate McDonald. That's number 2. Speed makes the first.
And if the Orioles are going to hang into this game, they're going to have to make free throws.
Antonio Speed with 6 points. He's really come to play tonight. He's definitely, the hustle that Speed has exerted in this game has really made him stand out for the Orioles.
Absolutely. And that'll be a foul. Pretty clear foul here on Kamani Green. The body in there bumped him up.
Second foul of the game for Green. He's going to send Olsen to the line, shooting 2. Misses the first. Olsen averaging about 12 points per game. It's a pretty young team, too, as well.
Makes one.
I think all starters will be returning for Waconia.
You like that.
There's Speed. Nice
There
drive.
we go.
Oh, too hard, though.
Yeah, too hard, but that's what we need to see him do. Take that ball to the hoop hard.
Just a little too fast on that. And travel.
Another travel.
You can see that there are breaks for the Orioles because you can see this Waconia team when they don't have the opportunity to shoot the basketball. When they shoot it, they're on. They've got some great shooters on this team. So
yeah, one of the things the Orioles have started to do is press a little bit. First at the half court, and now they're been doing a little bit of a full court press. Might be throwing Waconia a little bit out of rhythm.
Hartford sees an opening.
Yeah.
And a tough shot.
Yeah, that was a tough shot, but that's a good go. He saw that opening and he hit it hard.
And the Wildcats will come back quickly on the other end. Working around the perimeter. They're not afraid to take the threes. Kirsch, he stops, pops, and hits.
That is a nice stop and pop.
Hartford. Looking for that opening again. Now gets it inside to Curtis. Loses it off of his leg and out of bounds.
It looked like it went off of Waconia's foot. Here's the shot by Hartford. Tough shot. Could have gotten a foul call on that too, but lays it off the glass and in.
7-point Wildcat lead. Orioles looks to be playing a zone defense right now.
Well, it's keeping them from getting the ball inside.
Pass out, and the three is good.
That's a big-time three, Bruce. He had some good coverage on it. The guy got a hand in his face and everything, and he just stayed focused and dropped it right in.
Yeah, Soren Marker, he's come in the game off the bench and done a great job. Speed, couldn't get it to go. Good put back, not good by Muhammad. Orioles wanted a foul called, no call.
He just wasn't quite in the right place, but you got to go up with that.
Again, Speed is so close. He's got the shots. He's getting good opportunities. But then you get to the other end, and you got Kirsch and Marker going crazy for the Wildcats. Third three of the game for Kirsch. Fifth three of the game for the Wildcats. And again, the Orioles just not having any luck inside.
Yep,
Back down on the other end.
Oh, nice block.
Wow, that was Hartford.
Yeah.
How did he get up there?
I don't know. It looked like
great pass.
He got beat. There we go.
One of the few layups that have worked for the Orioles.
Yeah, that was a really good look and nice hard drive to the basket to knock it in. Great block. Excuse me, I'm part of the Hartfield on the other end. Hartford.
Yeah, and it's set up too by Speed not taking that ball to the basket. He passed it instead of taking it. And I think, you know, he's been taking it so many times to the basket that if you're the Wildcats, you're guarding against him, and he was able to find, you know, the cutting player to the basket. So that was a.
And that's that heads-up ball.
Marley
You know,
Curtis.
if there's two guys on you, you know somebody's open. At least that's how the math works.
Well-deserved rest for Speed.
Yeah, he's played hard.
Oleski back in for the Orioles. Also Micah Curtis. Micah a little too strong, and Muhammad couldn't come down with the rebound. And Wildcats have it there in the front court, leading by 11. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Orioles ball.
There we go.
2:51 left here in the half.
So Waconia off to that real fast start, up 9-0. The Orioles have tightened up quite a bit here, especially on defense, and Waconia has given them a lot of chances to really cut this lead down. The Orioles just really struggling still on offense to find any kind of rhythm.
Inside, oh, and Muhammad could not grab it.
One I think you'd like to have back. You want to grab that one. It was a tricky pass, but nonetheless, you got to come down with that.
So the Wildcats with 11-point lead, just working around the perimeter, looking for someone to cut inside the zone. Orioles look like they're more in a man-to-man right now. That's the second one we've seen go up.
Yeah, they seem to have a way about that. The ref's got some words for Oleski there. I'm not sure what that's about.
See if the Orioles can finish strong here in the first half. Lungsock, back up top. Hartford.
Not sure what Hartford was doing there.
Good job getting back defensively, but be the Wildcats' ball.
They went into traffic, just kind of threw it away. So we got 1:37 left here in the half, and Park down 11.
Yeah, you know, again, we talked about the Orioles really struggling to put points on the board. And again, they're getting a lot of shots, but they only have 19 points.
Right.
So they're not hitting the shots. That's kind of travel.
It's another travel on the part of the Wildcats. Yeah, they're not hitting their shots. I think part of it is shot selection. I think they do throw up a lot of what I would say are inadvisable shots, but trying to get something going too. They just need to work that ball around and really be smart with it. Smart passes and take the good shots. Wait for the good shots to open up. You don't need to force everything to happen this early in the game.
Well, I would tell you Waconia is shooting at a very high percentage in this game. It's sort of the opposite. They are not scoring because they're turning the ball over, or they would have a much bigger lead.
That's absolutely true.
And for the Orioles, they're they're just not hitting their shots, and turnovers like that don't help when you have an uphill battle.
Not being aware of where you are. I think his foot was on the line, and it's unfortunate.
Under a minute to go here in the first half. Good defense by the Orioles.
Yeah, and then they throw it away. There's another turnover. And the Orioles have just, like you said, have not been able to convert on these turnovers. We got 44 seconds left here. Let's see what they can do. I'd love to go into the half with this thing under 10.
Tipped out of bounds. Oriole ball, 28 seconds. Hartford all the way down the lane.
Nice.
And he draws a foul.
Yep, see, Bruce, that's what happens when you get that ball down low. You go hard to the hoop. Usually you come out with a foul or a good shot. Hartford had both. It didn't fall, but he gets the foul. Yep, right on the head. Now he's got to drop these.
Miller picking up his second foul.
Oof. In and out. Yeah, too much.
Both, yep. So now Waconia can just hold for one. Down to 11 seconds. They'll set up, get in their offense here. Oh,
and we got a foul.
But it's only 6, so they're not shooting. You can say the Orioles had a foul to give. That's Marley Curtis picking up his first.
Let's see if we can get a quick turnover here for the Orioles, but doesn't look like it.
Ooh. Nice move.
Now, my day, Bruce, I would have been traveling.
That's what they call the new Euro step.
Yep. Well, there you go.
That was the Euro. 30-19 the score. So St. Louis Park, Paul. I mean, again, you know, they had a lot of shots. They just a lot of ones that were, you know, they had a lot close to the basket, but a lot of 4 shots too. So you look at maybe they had a lot of shots, but maybe some of them were just. Sorry, wondering what he was doing with the
distraction there.
Yeah, wondering what that camera view was. I think the stat sheet. So trying to see what the stat sheet was. But again, the Orioles, they had some turnovers. They had some tough shots, but all in all, I mean, trailing by 11 against a Waconia team that hit lights out when they had the opportunities. What the Orioles did better, because we saw at the beginning of the game, they gave up 2 easy layups right at the start, and they tightened up their defense a little bit and played much better defense, making Waconia work for their shots. But there wasn't really an answer for William Kirsch and also Soren Marker, who both hit from the outside. We had 17 points for Kirsch in the first half, and Marker had 8. So when you look at that, you got 25 of Waconia's 30 points in those 2 players, and that's, I'm sure, what the focus will be for the Orioles in the second half defensively is you got to keep an eye on number 13 and also get out on Marker from that 3-point standpoint. For the Orioles, I thought Antonio Speed, I thought he came to play today, and he had a lot of shots that rolled in and out, but he was really all hustle in this game, and I think that energy was contagious for the Orioles. I just think they just have to start getting those shots to fall. And again, 19 points and a half, not going to do it for the Orioles.
No, it isn't. It's not going to do it for much of anybody.
But hopefully they things come together in the second half for the Orioles, and we'll see what Coach Breitenbucher can drop at halftime.
And just real quick, Bruce, what you really hit it on there is the Orioles will come out with energy. They know they can play with these guys. They're playing with them. They just need to take that energy and couple it with focus. They're just a little bit out of focus on their shots, on some passing, getting back on defense. If they can maintain that energy and couple it with focus in the second half, we might see them come back.
I agreed. All right, 30-19 our score here at St. Louis Park. We've got about 7.5 minutes till start of the second half. Stay with us. We'll be back with more basketball in just a minute.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
30-19 our score here. Welcome back at St. Louis Park. I'm Bruce Overman along with Paul Bodwin. And for the Orioles, they had led in scoring by Antonio Speed. He had 6 points. He got 3 from Lungthok, 2 from Micah Curtis, 4 from Marley Curtis, and 4 from Keegan Hartford. 17 points for William Kirsch for the Wildcats, and 8 for Soren Marker. They're the leading scorers. We had a couple by Ty Miller had 2, and Tate McDonald had the other 2. Gavin Olsen had a free throw. So 5 points scored outside of those 2 players.
Yeah, they've definitely dominated the game, and look at that. Orioles get a turnover right out the gate. An opportunity.
Offensive foul called, illegal screen.
It's like the basketball equivalent of getting a 3 and out after you kick off in the second half.
Lungthok. Marley Curtis to the basket.
Nice. And there it is, going to the hoop hard, finding a shot.
And again, you know, we had talked earlier in the season about having a couple sophomores, Micah and Marley. You have Ellis, who's out today, but this is going to be, you know, this is just great experience for the sophomores. It's only going to help them come into next season. So.
Yep, and Oleski getting some significant minutes today, the freshman.
And I heard Ellis should be back on Saturday, so that's good news for the Orioles. He's been out for a while.
Little floater there by Hartford.
We mentioned the Orioles without Stefano Giovanelli, who's been out pretty much the last, I don't know, probably about 10 games. So and that's a big loss for the Orioles.
That's a nice drive on the part of Kirsch. The kid can ball.
Yeah, 19 points in the game for Kirsch. 11-point game, good drive by Speed. And the Orioles did a good job to find Antonio. 8 in the game for Speed. Oh, saved by the Orioles, but right into the hands.
I think that should count as an assist.
Yeah, into the hands of Fulford, and he says, now give me my first 2 points of the game, and they come in the second half here.
You can't fault him on that either. He's just trying to save the ball, and it just went to the wrong place. Oh.
Yeah, Mike just not sure what happened on that one.
Well, I think he wasn't sure what he was going to do. Is he going to drive to the hoop hard? Was he going to pull back and shoot? And he just kind of hesitated. And when you do that, you don't shoot well.
Kirsch up over the basket.
Man.
I don't know if that's a rotation on this ball or what, but that's the third one that we've seen go over the top of the backboard.
Now the Orioles will take it. Lead still 11 for Waconia. Orioles would really like to chip into this. And
yeah, Micah Curtis comes out and Muhammad in. I think the coaches want to have a talk with Micah. Something didn't seem right there, but they're now, after having that talk, they're going to bring Micah back into the game.
He's going to come in for Tenzin Lungthok. Hey, that was a quick conversation. Ooh, tough shot.
Turnaround, yeah. That was Marley.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, and what a block.
Yeah.
By Muhammad.
That's a great look on the pass,
but what a block.
Defense, yeah. Kind
He
of
almost
flips
got
it over to
He almost got hit in the shoulder by the ball, and then he got turned over and got the block. So another chance here for the Wildcats. Olsen. Kirsch, he passes out for the 3. A little short, and what a great rebound by Hartford.
Nice rebound. Yeah, that's a great rebound and good, strong hands. And look at that.
Yeah, Curtis. So Micah getting the basket there, and again, that looked like Micah had the early break, and it looked like they took a little too long to get him the ball. So it was contested, but Micah did a good job to follow through and get that shot to go. So
yeah, if you look, you'll see this great rebound and just reach out and snag that. Turns around, pushes the ball up the court hard.
And you see Micah was open here, but it took a while, but now he gets it to him, and a good finish by Curtis as he had Hayes guarding, defending on the play.
Yep. And that's also a situation, like, these guys like to dunk, but he went up, he said, I'm just going to lay this ball in, and he laid it in, 2 points.
Orioles have 3 upcoming road games coming up, Paul. They play at Chaska on Friday, at Benilde St. Margaret's on Valentine's Day next Tuesday, and then they have at New Prague on the 17th. So they're not back home here until Tuesday, February 21st. And when you look at their schedule, 6 out of the next 7 games are all on the road.
Yep.
So only 1 more home game.
Yep.
So senior night for the St. Louis Park Orioles comes up February 21st.
Yeah, it feels early, and it's against Chanhassen. It'll be interesting to see if they can respond to what New Prague did here last week, or 2 weeks ago.
Good save by Waconia. That was McDonald, and they get it inside, and the basket by Hayes. First 2 points of the game for Jackson Hayes, back to an 11-point game. Orioles seem to have a little pep in their step right now. They're moving a little quicker here. No call. Call maybe a flop on that.
Yeah, I think that's a good no call.
Speed was a little short on the shot.
Hartford really likes to push that ball up the court.
Good job by the Wildcats as they get back, and Hartford pops the 3, doesn't go. Gets his own follow-up.
It's old school Larry Bird following your own shot.
And Hartford takes another one. He's not going to follow that one up.
No.
He's got to get back, though. Hirsch is open underneath the basket, and he does a good job to get back on defense. Fulford.
And he traveled.
Yep.
I think that's a 4th travel on the Wildcats. Here's the shot underneath by Tate, or Hayes. He's got to move, he needs help.
Way across court, and that was from Marley Curtis. And Orioles were saying it was tipped.
That's another spot where Mohammed was just kind of left hanging with nowhere to go. There's a lot of open space around the key, and nobody shifted over there. And then he's forced to just lob it, and yeah, it looks like it was tipped by 2 players.
Well,
they are calling it Oriole ball.
yeah, they took a while, and I think one ref was saying it was tipped, but if it was tipped, then it has to be the Orioles ball. But
well, it looked like it was tipped by Waconia and then tipped by Park. But it's close.
Nice speed.
Nice drive. And that's exactly what you were talking about with speed. Just get in there and hit it hard to the basket.
Micah Curtis with 2 fouls got a.
Oh.
Yeah. Took that one out of bounds, yeah.
Waconia fans wanted a foul there. I think it's a good no call. And then, but Speed got the rebound. He just was out of bounds.
Thought he was in the end zone. Hirsch, and good job by Mohammed. And there's
another travel.
Yeah. And you see the frustration right there on Marker.
Marker, yeah. I think he's just not even sure what he did.
Mohammed did a great job defensively. He's going to take a seat on the bench. Lungthok comes back in for the Orioles.
So the Orioles with a chance to cut this to 7 here.
Like we said earlier in the game, Coach Breitenbucher says our team's capable of winning. We're capable of also losing by putting this game in running time. So, you know,
Well, based on the way things have gone, I don't see running time in our future. And it's going to be up to Park to get some good offensive possessions to chip into this lead and really make a finish out of it.
Hartford's got to move. Almost a 5-second call. Along the baseline. Can't get
Nice
it to go.
putback.
Oh, couple
Oh,
putbacks. Boy, I'll tell you, Speed has done such a good job, but they just couldn't get that one to go.
Nope. Both of those look good, but he just couldn't fall. Good pass underneath.
Fulford, 2 chances, gets that one to go.
Nice putback, nice focus there on the part of Fulford to just stay with it.
Back to an 11-point lead. Uh-oh, and there's a foul. Hopefully they're both okay.
Yeah, Hartford's down, but uh-oh.
Yeah, he's in some pain right now. I think he wants some help getting up.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm okay
he's
now.
just tired.
Get his composure. He'll go to the free throw line. He's 0 for 2 so far from the line.
Looks like he's going to have to take a seat.
Well, I think they can pick, and Oleski will come in to shoot the free throws.
And you know, I think Hartford might have hit his head. They may be doing some concussion protocol over there.
He was 0 for 2 from the line, so they were hoping maybe they could pick someone that hit. Ryan will get another opportunity here. That one just rolled out.
Yeah. I think Hartford's going to be all right. I expect to see him coming back in.
Good job for Oleski getting his first point of the game, and 38-28 the score as Hartford gets ready to check back in. Oh, you can see the pace picking up on the offensive side for good movement. Hirsch, and a foul called on the Orioles. Only the first foul here in the second half for the Orioles.
Not sure who they called that on.
I think Oleski.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Nice pass inside, and Fulford's
coming alive, Bruce.
Yeah, you could see at halftime that was the game plan, get Fulford more involved inside, and he is. Good drive to the basket and a finish by Mike Curtis.
Fulford's got nice footwork underneath and a good sense of where he is and where to lay the ball, and that's going to be an and one.
Yeah, that's Hirsch again. I would say William Hirsch, as a freshman, has got to be ranked as one of the better freshmen in the freshman class. He has looked really good in this game.
Oh, he looks fantastic. He gets the and one.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun watching him over the next 2 to 3 years and his development, because he's a really good-looking player, and just has a great knack to get to the basket and a great outside shot too.
And he plays with a degree of maturity as well. Just seems to know what to do, where to be.
Curtis, into speed, and he gets fouled inside.
Looks like that's on Hayes. Oh. Oh, maybe it was, I don't know who it was. Who's 14?
So that would be on Owen Hiltner.
Oof.
This shot,
nice rebound.
Yep, there we go.
And not a great shot on the part of Hartford there, but Lungthok is there.
Getting some good minutes tonight as he gets
Sure
the
is.
start. Lungcock, we actually, the first time we saw him was our last game that we covered, and we didn't even have his, he wasn't in our roster.
That's right.
So we had to look around and see who is that number 32, and now he gets the start tonight.
Drills a 3 early. Texting my daughter saying, hey, do you know this kid?
Speed tries to bring it back out, set up the offense for the Orioles. Monty Green in the game as well right now, Hartford. And a foul on the Orioles.
Micah Curtis.
Number 3.
I didn't see it. Speed coming out of the game.
Fulford has 6 points here in the second half. And
That's a
make
nice
that
shot.
8.
That's a nice turnaround jumper.
Yeah, the Orioles don't have an answer for Fulford as they're working it inside the paint, and Fulford's able to get that turnarounder to go.
Nice pass.
Again, that was a layup that just didn't get to the basket, and down quickly on the other end, and no foul call, just going to be out of bounds against the Wildcats. So, or off
Let's
of
take
the
a
Orioles.
look here. It looked like the right call to me. You maybe could call a foul there, but I don't know. I think that's a good no call.
There's a 3.
Nice rebound.
Yeah, again, good hustle by the Wildcats, getting another opportunity.
Oh,
and
look at
Fulford
that.
doesn't get it to go, but he has no height inside to block him.
Fulford is just sort of taking over this second half for Waconia.
Yeah, I almost think you need Muhammad in there to block. And there's Marley Curtis with a much-needed 3 for the Orioles.
Yeah.
Coach Brighton Bucher will call a timeout, see if he sets up maybe a little bit of a press against the Wildcats. That's just a great shot by Marley.
Good open look, squared up, good form.
9 points in the game for Marley Curtis.
And Fulford on the other end, I mean, he's just, they're getting him the ball, and when he's got the ball down there, he's just dangerous. He's got the right footwork, he knows how to square up, he gets his rebounds, he's got some size to kind of push you around a little bit, not in any illegal way, but
No, and
he's really coming around this half.
right, and again, you had 6'4" against 6'2",
Yep.
you know, a couple inches, but just a bigger frame, more muscle in there.
And he can move. You know, a lot of times those guys are kind of big and boxy, but they don't have the finesse on the ball, or you know what I'm saying? And he just looks really good down there this half. And they're going to have to figure out an answer. And like you said, maybe get Muhammad in there as a good defender.
And again, what you like to see your team trend in the right direction. And Waconia started the season 1-9,
Yep.
and they've been 5-2 since that point. So that's what you like to see, and that's what the Orioles were hoping to see, but they just haven't quite seen
They
that.
haven't been able to figure it out, yeah. And you were absolutely right, coming out with a full court press here. See if you can get some turnovers, throw them off a rhythm.
And a good job breaking the press, but a lot of times you'd like to see him pass the ball instead of trying to dribble it all the way out of the press. But in and out.
Look at that rebound.
Fulford, good block by Curtis. And it
Oriole
was off
ball.
of Fulford. Yeah, that's Micah Curtis did a great job.
Yeah, Fulford's in there just boxing out like crazy with a great rebound, but a nice block from behind, didn't foul him, and it went off of him. And the Orioles take the ball back and have a chance to cut this to 10.
8:30 remaining here in regulation. Marley he hit the last 3, missed that one. inside. And another opportunity to the basket, and it's good this time by Kirsch.
Great moves inside on Kirsch there, just gently kissing that ball off the glass, and it rolls in. What a player.
Nice play inside.
Good pass, good dish. Visiting crowd wanted travel, but they allow you to do that little spin thing.
Riley Curtis is putting up some points now here in the second half. Royals hanging in there as they trail by 12. There's a turnover. Royals will get it back.
A little miscommunication there on the part of the Wildcats. Thought Fulford was going to pop out. He didn't, and the ball goes out of bounds. That's just a nice move inside by the part of Curtis to just kind of find an opening, get the ball, and lay it in.
Waconia back with their starting 5 in the game right now.
Orioles with some nice ball movement.
Oh, Gianni just couldn't get that one to roll in.
Just didn't fall in. It was a good shot, a little bit off balance, but it was nice ball movement that created the opening inside.
And
here
McDonald
comes Hartford.
misses everything.
1 on
Hartford, he'll
3.
take it all the way. Trying to draw the foul, but it just
Clean block.
goes out of bounds.
I think
right.
that was a clean block. Good
Yeah.
no call.
Yep.
Look at him just taking it 1 on 3. Let me just go. Of course, you could easily draw a foul there. I mean, it's not a bad move.
Yeah, Hayes with a nice block. Hartford just had a good shot there. Just didn't get it to go. And again, Orioles unable to hit some of those outside shots.
Good job on Oleski to hustle down on defense there to help out Speed. And ended up slowing him down, and they get the turnover, and the Orioles with another chance.
Right, a couple bodies on the ground. Hartford.
Oh,
he just didn't get it to go. There's another one, and here we go.
Look at that. We get the and one. After all that.
That's just great effort. Muhammad. Here's the first shot by Hartford, the putback by Speed. And I don't know what a great job by Muhammad.
Yeah, Speed might have been fouled as well, but way to stick with it on the part of the Orioles, not give up, and now Muhammad's got the chance for a 3-point play.
Trying to put the lead into single digits instead of double digits.
And he does it.
9-point game, 49-40, 6:47 remaining. Kerr says, back off, I'll take it myself. There goes Kirsch to the basket, and he hits.
He has got such a nice touch, Bruce.
So much fun to watch. Well, along the baseline, Kiani ran into traffic.
The refs are letting him play.
Royals got to get back on defense. Kirsch, nice pass inside. Fulford with the finish and a timeout by the Wildcats.
And there's Fulford again with that just great footwork. And here comes Kirsch. Just look at this.
So the Orioles cut it to 9 and
do.
then 4 straight points for Waconia. .26 points in the game for William Kirsch.
Wow. We still got 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, and there's the standing so far in the conference. Benilde St. Margaret's has done a great job this year. They're 14-3, 5-1 in conference. Chanhassen also 5-1. Their overall record isn't as good. When you look at these teams, you really see like an Orono team. They're 3-3 in conference, but 12-5 overall. So Waconia is right in the thick of things. If they win this game, they'll be 5-2, and they're really playing, peaking at the right time, and they have every opportunity. Yep. I think they have Benilde St. Margaret's coming up. So,
and I believe that one conference loss on the part of Benilde is against Waconia.
Yeah, so they play Chanhassen and they play Benilde again. So
they got a real chance.
They do have the chance, exactly. And if you get a player, you get someone playing the game like Kirsch is right now, it's hard to stop. 26 points.
Yeah, he's just a pure basketball player.
Ninth grader.
Really impressed.
Yep.
You also have Fulford coming back next year for Waconia as well. They're going to be a tough team for a few years, I think.
Yeah, they really are. So if the Royals are going to get back in this game, it's got to come soon here.
Yep, clock starting to be a factor. And you're going to need stops, and you're going to need to score on turnovers.
Pass intended for Muhammad. He was held, unable to catch the ball, and foul number 5 on the Wildcats. Yeah, and Olsen, his 3rd.
There's one thing, kind of the weak spot for Waconia in this game, it's been turnovers. It's just that the Orioles have not been able to monopolize on it as much as you'd want them to.
Orioles don't, they call a timeout. They were close to the 5-second call on the inbound, and yeah, Coach Breitenbucher is going to pick a different inbound play here.
We'll see if they can pull it off. But it's a good timeout in a spot like that. You're down 13 with 5:47 left to play in the game. You definitely don't want to turn the ball over on just not being able to inbound it there. So we'll see what Coach can come up with here in this timeout. If they can get a nice quick inbounds pass and a nice easy look at the basket.
Yeah, just a short timeout, and refs trying to get the players back on the court.
Here we got Waconia's schedule.
And we mentioned, you know, they'll have some road games as well, 4 in a row.
There it is.
Towards the end. Yeah, the pass to Lungstock, but reading it was Gavin Olsen.
Yeah, and just the pass wasn't crisp enough.
Nice fast break.
And that's just a big turnaround right there.
Yeah, again, and those are the things that Coach Breitenbucher really gets frustrated coming out of a timeout where you drop a play and they turn it over.
And they had it. They had the opportunity. It just needed to be a little quicker, a little earlier and crisper on the pass. Misses the 3.
Muhammad falls trying to get the rebound. Wildcats have it with 5:11, and the biggest lead of the game for them is 15 points.
Which they're looking to extend.
Speed going for the steal. That would be foul number 4 on the Orioles this half. Foul number 2 on Antonio. McDonald inbounds it to Kirsch. Kirsch passes off.
Oh, nice block. That's exactly why they brought Muhammad in there. He's been able to defend better than anybody against Fulford in this half.
Well, actually, it looked like it was Hartford underneath.
Oh, was it really? It's like a piranha. He just sneaks in there and nibbles at you.
Travel again. I think they probably have 6 or 7 traveling calls against the Wildcats. Micah come back into the game, replacing Muhammad. Turned over by the Orioles.
So things getting real tight here now, Bruce, for the Orioles with 4:38 to play, down 15, another turnover. They just have not been able to hit their shots and monopolize on turnovers.
And again, quick break. Fulford did a good job not to travel.
Yeah, he looked a little frustrated underneath.
Now they get a much better shot with Gavin Olsen penetrating down the lane.
That was a nice shot, nice little floater. Got the height that he needed, put it right in. That's a 17-point lead for Waconia. Not for long.
Yeah, Micah Curtis. 8 points in the game for Micah.
Ooh, that could have been a double dribble, but they tipped it. Nice defense.
Marker back into the game for the Wildcats. What we've seen here in the second half for the Wildcats has been more shots coming from the lane.
Yep.
And as Kirsch will go to the line, but we saw a lot of outside shots in the first half of the game for Waconia. We haven't really seen the outside shots. No threes in the second half by the Wildcats. So they had 5 in the first half.
Yeah, it seems pretty apparent, Bruce, that at halftime that's what they talked about. They wanted to get that ball down low to Fulford, which they've done very effectively for the most part. Oriole defense starting to collapse on him a little bit more and make things tough. But you're right, they're really working to get that ball into the lane and get those more high percentage shots.
28 points for Kirsch.
He's over doubled what he averages per game.
The shot by Lungsock. 1 and done for the Orioles, and here's it was like a 3-on-1 break, but they pull it back out.
No, they're just going to work some clock. They are in no hurry.
Or you get a hold on the Orioles.
Yep.
That'll be Marley's second foul. 16 foul for the Orioles. 1 more will put the Wildcats in the bonus. 3:23 remaining, 17-point Wildcat lead.
Wildcats in that situation now where they don't even need to shoot. They can just work the ball around. Another foul.
That'll be on Micah. That'll be number 4.
The ref kind of looked at him like he was disappointed in him on that foul. You can kind of see it in the Oriole body language right now. I think
they've exerted a lot of energy, and I think they're running out.
They have. They've kind of given it all they had, and they just couldn't get the ball to fall. They had a lot of good shots. They had also some shots that weren't advisable, but I think the biggest thing was all the turnovers that Waconia committed. They just weren't able to convert on a lot of those. And that's been a big part of the difference, as well as, 28 points?
Yes. (61-42) now a 19-point game. Hartford for 3 has not been able to get that outside shot to go.
He has not. He really wants it to. What I like about Hartford is he just never quits. He just gives it his all on every play.
Basket and 1. Marker. He had 8 points in the first half. First 2 points for him here in the second half. Green picked up the foul.
That was on Marley.
Hiltner back into the game for the Wildcats. Green. Tough shot, but a good finish. So Green's first 2 points of the game. Foul in the backcourt on the Orioles. So Marker 1 for 1 in the game. 9th team foul. Any fouls beyond this will result in 2 shots for the Wildcats. .20-point game. Oleski in the game now for the Orioles. Curtis wanted the ball inside as he had a cut to the basket. Green, and he travels.
got the call from the stands on that one.
Noah Margolis will come into the game for the Orioles, sophomore. Lungsock.
And throws it away.
Yeah, he got trapped inside. He just, in nowhere land, had to just get rid of it, and turnover for the Orioles. And both teams will empty the benches.
That's the right thing to do at this point. Get some guys some minutes. It's a tough Waconia team. Played really well today, and just I got to imagine a career day for Kirsch.
I don't know that you want the two JVs to go against each other. They went against each other today already, and 40-point win for Waconia.
That's right. That's right. You mentioned that. Well, maybe they're tired. So we got 1:44 left in this one. A 20-point lead for the Waconia Wildcats.
Nice pass. And a finish. Number 42. Oliver Ryan. So 66-44 with 1:15 remaining. Oleski has the ball blocked out of bounds. It'll be St. Louis Park's ball. More subs for Waconia. DeAndre Gilliard in the game now for the Orioles too as well. Dosher in. Oleski with the basket.
It's a nice jump shot.
See, I get quiet as I'm trying to figure out all the players that are in the game and their numbers
Yeah.
here.
There's been a lot of changes over the last minute here.
35 seconds remaining. It dipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Orioles.
Got 28 seconds to play here. It's still a 20-point game.
Wildcats trying to see if they can get a basket here for one of the players that doesn't get to play as much, and a foul is going to put Waconia at the free throw line.
Yep.
Samuel Kirsch, the older brother. He's a junior.
You sure they're related?
I think they should switch the ages around. They get both Kirsches on the board, and they do. Orioles with 16 seconds trying to get one more basket. Oleski, nice pass across. Orioles got to get it put up.
Nowhere to go.
No, 6 seconds. Stolen by Waconia, and they could just hold on to it here. And this one will end.
That'll it. That's it. Well, the Orioles kind of gave it a good fight for a while there, but just outmatched by the incredible performance on the part of the Wildcats, and especially from William Kirsch.
Yeah, William Kirsch, 28 points in the game, and he's definitely our star of the game.
Yep.
For what a great, and again, if you just tuned in, and William Kirsch, a freshman on this Waconia team, and what a fun game to see. It just makes it fun when these players come in and you get to see other players that have the talent, especially at such a young age. And William Kirsch is one of those that I think we're going to hear his name mentioned quite a bit in this conference.
Yeah, and the Orioles will get to another shot at him at the end of the season. I think they close out the season against Waconia.
and again, the Orioles, missing some players. Javaris Ellis, Stefano Giovanelli. They uh, lost a player who left the team this year
Yep.
too, and so, they've had to take a young team and try and get them more experience and again, it was a tough uphill battle for the Orioles, but they fought hard and again just didn't get some of the roles and had a lot of shots, just not getting those shots to fall. So again, 46 points.
Yeah,
we
that's not
mentioned
gonna do it.
we mentioned they were scoring in their first 6 games of the season. They were averaging 66 points per game or whatever, and that dropped to 42 points a game over the last 6 games, and it's just trying to find where they can get those points to come from. So
Yeah, they're having a hard time on offense, that's for sure. They just, the last couple games we've done, it's been hard for them to find rhythm. A lot of inadvisable shots, a lot of things just not going down. So that's something they're going to look at, and they got a tough go here at the end. A lot of road games, but what'll be important for them is it's kind of a lost season, but there's still some reason to play hard and try to finish out the season the best you can, especially for some of those younger guys, and see what you can cobble together for next year.
And again, only one more home game for the St. Louis Park Orioles, and that'll be senior night on February 21st. And Waconia now is up their record to 7-11, 6-2 after a 1-9 start. So impressive, direction that the Waconia Wildcats are heading in.
Yeah,
So
that's a team. If you're Chanhassen and Benilde, you got your eye on them. It's one of those objects in mirror, maybe closer than they appear. They're playing some great basketball right now to finish out the season.
So, Paul, you and I have a game on Thursday night. It will be a really good one if people want to tune in. It will be Benilde St. Margaret's against Bloomington Jefferson.
Yeah.
And Benilde St. Margaret's having a great year, 14-3. And then you have Jefferson, who's a great team led by Freitag, who's just an amazing player who I don't think he's decided yet which direction he's going to go, from football or basketball, but a great career ahead for that young man. So it'll be fun to watch him play. Looking forward to Thursday night with you. So
Thursday night will be a lot of fun.
So Waconia wins this one 67-46 on behalf of Paul Bodwin and our entire crew here with ParkTV. We want to thank you for joining us. Good night.
Be loved.